going to be a good night.
To answer your question, Robert, no, I use Cryodex.
He's not allowed to use that.
I'm not allowed to use Tome. I don't even know if I have the intelligence to use Tome. Well, actually, maybe because I'm that stupid and Tome is also not that smart, maybe we could get along better. I don't know.
How about we not try it and say we did?
Deal. Speaking of Cryodex, if you would like to buy Chico a beer, you can gladly go on the Cryodex page and hit the donate button, and you will buy him a beer.
Yeah.
Because he needs it after this week. I'm so mad that our last week's episode isn't out yet, because I kind of want to remember what we talked about. But I don't have enough time.
Listen to it today to see what the
I don't dare watch the entire YouTube video because it's 4 fucking hours long.
Maybe the episode needs to be titled Nova Squadron because it took so long to come out. Well, that would take like 2 more weeks.
Yeah. You know, I had the idea the other day. I wanted to see if we could get all the old Nova Squadron guys on, record the live on YouTube, but then not put the episode up for like a month. Like, use it for an episode when we just like want to take a break. That would be funny.
Sorry,
it's weird. I haven't heard
like
Ed's voice in a long time.
Yeah, I miss him.
Many fond memories of fucking mowing multiple plots of land that we own, just listening to Nova Squadron. Like, I would bank up like 2 episodes and it would cover like 4.5 hours.
Those must have been short episodes.
You know, I wonder if like new people picking up podcasts these days even like get the Major Juggler jokes. Like, I feel like we got to have him on and just recreate a bat rep.
No, I thought he was on one of the other podcasts now.
Oh, is he on Scum and Villainy?
Well, he was when Nova Squadron folded.
Yeah.
He went over there. He went over there. Paul Heaver went and recorded with Aaron Utley. I became a vagabond. Chris Sheriff just did his YouTube thing, and the other 2 guys played 40K.
Solid. Who was it? It was you, Sean Dorsey, Ed, Chad, Bob,
Richard Sue. He was off on a boat down somewhere in South America.
He made like every episode and then like stopped for a long time. We're like, what happened to Richard Sue? He must be like on his annual store championship like backpacking tour through whatever country. But then we all figured out like he's in the Navy.
Yeah.
He's literally on a boat.
Yeah. It's like, so sometimes you just can't be on.
Kyle.
I haven't.
Oh, well. It doesn't seem like we're going to have Kyle tonight. Okay, emergency. Nah. Where's Montana, damn it? Montana, get your ass. You are needed. Okay, sorry guys. Fuck no, I'll answer that. I won't let him. It's
You're scrambling down the chat.
Yeah. What's up, Nick? It worked okay for Ron this past week, but some serious issue. Yeah, see, I just don't buy this whole Tomb thing. They've had fucking almost 6 years to get it right? I mean, you did this in like 4 months, didn't you?
Oh,
Cryodex?
Oh, Tome. It's because it was not written by FFG. This is where its major problem comes into play. Is that uh, they uh, they had a third party write it. So whenever you do that, getting changes done is obscenely slow. Because I wrote mine, I can make changes anytime I want to. And another problem is that they're web based and internet based. So they save stuff to the internet through your account. So they have to have a database, which that adds in technical complexity. The web pages add in technical complexity, and that's where my software just saves an XML, just an XML file. It just dumps to it just constantly, and it's just a basic GUI interface with everything in the background and everything saved as XML. Super simple. The technology stack is super easy, and it's incredibly fast for them to, or for me to just like get in there, make a change, and hop out. So that's where like I have an advantage over them. Yeah, I'm a software engineer by trade, and getting anything done is like incredibly long. It's like I had like today I had to add 2 products to a database. The amount of work took me literally 15 minutes. It took over a week for uh, for us to figure out which bucket and hours I had to charge, whether I was able to do it or if this other team had to do it, because we have different uh, different projects you're allowed to work on, and based on how much time you have and stuff like that. And I was like, this is going to take me 15 minutes. We just had an hour-long meeting that I could have done it while I was sitting in this meeting, but because of corporate BS, things move slow, and that's just the way it is. Oh.
That's crazy. Okay. So just to kind of go, hey, let's do like a little thing. We'll do show notes before the show. We'll let everyone in on what we got planned for tonight. So as you can see, it's entitled "Everything is Going to Be All Right." Obviously, we're going to talk about last week and the shit, fire, burn, dumpster, whatever, a little bit, but we're going to keep it positive. We're going to definitely talk FAQ. Hopefully, for all you listeners out there, we're going to have some pretty cool guys on. Maybe Chico. Ooh, yeah, you like that?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. See it coming in nice. Well, that's about 4.5 weeks worth there, guys. That's what you get for being blonde. Takes that long just to be noticed. It looks like I ate like a chocolate chip cookie. Let's see. We're going to maybe get some guests on a little later in the show. We are also going to be talking about, we got to talk about some of the regional winners. Fucking Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Let's see. Also, we have a new list submission, which I have to go find. And I have my first regional coming up. Yay! None other than FFG Center, Roseville.
Yeah. The epicenter of the chaos.
The ground zero. I'm going to ground zero. So
is valid.
I'm going to discuss what I'm going to be running, and you guys can tell me that it's bad because everyone else has been telling me that it's bad. No, that's not true. It's not great, but it's going to be fun. So, with that said, let's see. It's 4:15. I'm going to go take a wee break, and we'll be back.
Okay, and I'm just going to talk this because I don't want to type it. Robert Monroe is asking where to get Cryodecks. If you go on to Facebook, there is a Cryodecks Facebook page, group, whatever it's called. I don't know. And there's just a click right on there. If you Google Cryodeck source, that goes straight to the open source GitHub for it. If you're on Android, there's an app So X-Wing tournaments, there's an app for that. If you just go on to Google Play and type in Cryodex, you'll find it, because that's a word not many people use. I actually just read the book that name was taken from, Timothy Zahn's Scoundrels. It's actually pretty cool. They go through the whole Cryodex thing. It's basically an iPad that's like super encrypted. So that was neat. Got to read that, and every time I saw the word Cryodex, I giggled a little bit, and my wife hit me. So good times. It will run on my phone? Question mark. I don't know what kind of phone you have. If you have an Android, yes. If you have an Apple, then somebody else can write that. Not me. Not doing it. Not even if you break my leg. Not happening. Don't do it. But yes, it's free. All donations go straight to beer that I then use to code more. The only donations that have ever not gone to beer was when I wrote the Android app. My computer is not capable of writing Android, so I put out a GoFundMe, and the community bought me the laptop that I'm doing this podcast on. Yay! So thank you. Yeah, it was like a $600-700 laptop that's capable of doing Android development, because when you do Android development, you actually have to run the phone on your computer to do all the testing, and it's very, very like resource intensive to do that, to basically running a computer within a computer. So got that, got a new computer, and it's awesome. I've really enjoyed it. I take it to just about every tournament I go to, just in case shit hits the fan. So, hey, thanks. Yeah, so every once in a while I get a donation that pops up, and I go, yay! And I go out and buy some beer, and I thank that person. And then I drink the beer while I'm coding more Cryodex. Good times. That's all. I'm out of shit to talk about. Coach, save me!
I'm back. I'm back.
Good timing. I ran out of things to talk about. Brent said he's going to be a while. And Ian has not seen my message yet.
Mad Medic!
I messaged Chris Sheriff. But he's off.
Your name's Zach, right?
What? Oh.
I think we missed Mad Medic in the groupies page.
Oh, no.
I knew we were forgetting somebody.
I burned it down to the ground.
Burn that motherfucker to the ground. Mad Medic, let me know. Message me or something so we can get you added, because I feel like I knew we were missing somebody. Unless you are on and I'm an idiot and can't read. Oh. Then never mind. Medic's Lance. You're definitely on. Silly me.
People and their usernames. What the hell? So how are we going to go through the FAQ? Are we going to hit the big ones first and then kind of trickle down through, or just start at the top and work our way around?
I think we can just start from the top. I mean,
okay.
Unless we want to hit the major ones, but then nobody will care for the rest of them.
Like a lot of these little ones, a lot of people are getting things wrong. So I would like to hit on some of them. Like multiple podcasts I've had to message and correct.
Okay. Rob AGD is asking groupies page ? So we have our own little. It's gone through a couple of names, but I think the OCX groupies is I think what we settled on. If you would like to be a part of it and get the, I don't know, I guess behind the scenes chit chat that some of our the major listeners are on, please message me, Aaron Kroll, on Facebook, and I'll get you added, Rob. And then you can enjoy all the fun stuff that we bitch about to ourselves. Which it really isn't pitching about. It's basically just us showing what we're drinking for the night.
See, there's levels of OCX. There's the OCX like us, our group chat,
the radio chat. Yep.
There's the groupies chat.
Correct.
Then there's the YouTube live chat, and then there's the plebes who just download and listen to it.
It used to be called Cancer Light, but we couldn't find it on our message. We're so used to seeing OCX as one of the messages. So, and I don't know if I want OCX Cancer Light as a thing. So the groupies is what it is now. I'm pretty sure all of you are going to go and burn that name, and it'll change like 7 times tonight, but whatever. Okay, so let's see. No, he hasn't gotten it yet. So fuck it. We'll just start.
We can do this.
Good. Oh shit. Whoa. We did not do our go no go.
Oh,
sure,
God.
Go no go for waves, man. We gotta have waves.
Nope, my Audacity isn't even up.
I knew that was a good idea.
And record and waves.
So waves are a go. Power cord is a go. Headset go.
Oh, let me get my fucking.
Oh, see,
get the super fast internet going. Damn it! You and your checklist, self-fulfilling prophecy.
I love my checklist, baby. I love it.
Your checklist is what causes the problems.
I know. I was the cause of like the majority of the problem, so I had to make a checklist. It was like we've lost episodes because of me.
Okay, I am up and running on landline, so my face should be nice and beautiful.
All right, standby alcohol. Ooh, that needs a refill.
Cheers.
That needs a refill. We're gonna make it a tradition to do the cheers before the recording, or I think it's kind of cute. I think it's kind of cute that we do the cheers, and no one that all the plebes that just download us and don't pay, don't spend the time on their Wednesday nights to watch, they're missing out.
Yeah, fuck them, right?
Yeah. You guys are getting like Patreon level shit without paying any money. It's awesome.
Okay, shall I do the toast then?
Hold on, I gotta add a smidge of water. It keeps the hangover away. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna probably burn that Templeton right down tonight. A little stir. Got to do a little stir. Check to see if it's right. It's right. All right. Cheers, boys. Hold your glasses up.
Here's to good drinks, good games, and good conversation. May we never lament for being sober and irrelevant.
Yay, cheers.
I haven't come up with anything better than that yet.
We could tweak that a little bit.
Yeah.
What's up, Kiefer? What? Hydrate. Yes, hydrate's good. Oh, stretch it out. Okay. Commencing intro music in 3, 2, 1. Good morning, X-Wing! Hey, this is not a test. This is OCX Radio. Time to rocket from the Delta Pilot to the 4BZ. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the OCX Radio Podcast, coming to you live from downtown Orange City, Iowa. My name is Aaron the Coach Kroll, and join with me today, the only, the one, the hated Darth Chris Chico Brown.
Yes, I have made it through the weekend. I lived.
He's like the phoenix. He was burnt to the ground and he rises again.
Oh yeah, definitely. Or should we go by my pen name? Where is it?
The Aardvark?
Frequent speaker on X-Wing podcasts.
Great speaker! Yes! Shit! I forgot about that. Chris,
Everybody forgot about it.
Because
there was such a shit show. There was such a shit show this weekend that the fact that I wrote an article went so under the radar for everyone.
The worst week to have anything you wrote out.
Yeah, I all of a sudden got an email saying, "Hey, we're posting this today," and I'm like, "Oh no,
motherfuckers!
Oh God, no,
you motherfuckers! all my good works are gonna go wasted."
Yeah, a lot of those articles kind of go under the radar, anyways, because they're geared towards newer players. Like the 101 articles and whatever they call this, Flight Academy. Yeah, they're a lot. They're more geared towards newer players. So a lot of the hyper competitive people just read it so that they can troll the author. It seems like. So on the bright side, I only had one person give me hate over it. And that includes Reddit. so yay.
Wait, you got hate over your fucking getting new players into the game article?
Oh hell yeah. They said that that my article was irrelevant and shouldn't have been put out because it discussed a nerf that happened so long ago it didn't matter. Okay.
Aw, that's so cute.
Right? It's like that's so mean and hurtful. It's like at least with the 101 articles, they actually had something to complain about where they were like, you're lying to the community by telling them you can get in and play competitive for $100.
101. Like, 101.
Yeah, 101. So
well,
dumb.
Damn it, where was so yeah, the funniest thing was, so you were so excited. You're like, oh my God, I got an article on. And we're like, all of us OCX, we're like, oh my God. So we're reading it. I'm like, that's a great article. And at the very bottom, it's like, Chris Brown is a frequent speaker on many podcasts. I'm like, that motherfucker didn't even give us 1 cent of fucking plug power.
And then, yeah, because on my last article, it specifically said host on Nova Squadron Radio. And then on this one, it said Chris Brown is an experienced X-Wing judge and event organizer who has spent a great deal of time helping newer players find their way into the community. He is also the creator of Cryodex. Yeah, they actually mentioned Cryodex.
Wow, that's huge, though.
And a frequent speaker on X-Wing podcast. Yeah, they actually mentioned it.
So I was seriously like typing in like, you motherfucker, you couldn't even give us 1 ounce of flick, and then you like beat me to it. You're like, yeah, this was written in 2016. I was like, oh. Shit. I didn't realize.
No, it wasn't written in 2016. It was just way early 2017.
I was like, I didn't realize the fucking articles came on the goddamn boat as well.
Well, they have you write one, and like if you write one that's very specific to a time period, sure, they're probably gonna fast track it. This one, I'm sure they've been sitting on it because it's kind of timeless.
It's also kind of geared towards system opens, isn't it?
No.
But they tried to make it that way.
Right. The only thing that it has to do with system opens was that they said guest writer Chris Brown helps you prepare for the X-Wing system open. And I'm like, sure. But yeah, like
the title was the only thing.
Yeah, for anybody who's been so buried that in everything else that they haven't seen it, it's an article about understanding what a meta is, the differences between like your local meta at just a kit tournament, a store championship, going off to a regionals, a nationals, worlds, that kind of thing, and trying to read is going to be there countering it or going with it, and just trying to make a good choice of what to fly based on what other people are going to fly, not just what you think is good. So give it a read.
No, it was. God damn, what was I? Our boy, fucking Chicago, made the picture. That's what basically we were more hyped about.
Yeah, which picture?
So I think it's the shit. It's the one with. I think it's the second one. He's the big guy in the background, with a hat on, with a gray shirt.
Oh, okay, yeah. So just barely in there. Now, mind blowing. Like I haven't really gotten in here with a magnifying glass, but I see no Richard Sue. Like all those pictures, no Richard Sue, which he's like in all of them. So that's amazing.
Yeah. Well, because he's at every fucking event. I mean, the man is awesome. I wish I had his life sometimes. Except for the part being in the Navy.
It's definitely really impressive that he can go around so much. But I think he's used to traveling like with the Navy. I think he does recruiting.
Oh yeah, I mean,
with the Navy,
he's got the perfect job to go to every single X-wing event. So yeah. But I do believe his loyalties lie in Omaha at Sparta, where we came. So. Super excited for that one. But so let's get into it. Let's get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah, you got to stretch first.
No, baseball coach. Okay, let's get into the nitty gritty. All right, here we go. Crawl, you're catching today.
Wow, you're really starting to transform into him, aren't you?
That was way too close. That was way too close.
You almost died.
So, if you guys have been living under a rock, last week was interesting. I kind of feel bad that we don't have our article out or our last episode out, because we kind of touched a little bit on what we kind of hit the. We recorded the podcast on Wednesday. What, Kyle put his thing out Thursday?
Yeah,
something like that. So it was very like, OCX Nostradamus, like, we kind of mentioned a few things in there, but you'll hear it. Go download it. It's a good one. Yeah.
Can they download it yet, or just by the time they listen to this, they can download it?
Yeah, they can. I don't know. Apparently, Montana's getting his carpets cleaned. So.
Oh, nice.
Who knows what that's all about? Yeah, last week was a little crazy, to understate it. If you guys haven't, everyone knows, Kyle put out the ruling, then everyone had a shit show, everyone got crazy. I tried to tell everyone that they needed to just have a giant hug, and I thought, I want to thank everyone for putting all the fucking GIFs on that one. It was hilarious when I put that up and just seeing all of them. I want to say Patrick's was the best, but then shit, I can't remember his name. He put up the GIF where it's New Girl. I love that show, and it's like the old Japanese guy like hugging what's his face in the pool. That was definitely the best one. So. Nice. But yeah, I just felt like it was getting to a point, and we just needed to step back a little bit, hug yourself, hug an X-Wing guy. I don't care. We just needed a hug. And I totally stole that from Kyle, because he messaged me. He's like, holy shit, everyone just needs a fucking hug. And I was like, that's too good. Go to Minot, because that's basically the Facebook page for all of X-Wing. And so, yeah. But it didn't happen. Nobody wanted to hug each other. So
no,
either that or it was like the weird sexual harassment hug where it's like just too long, and it's just super uncomfortable.
Like a Zach Matthews hug.
A Zach Matthews hug, yeah. Like, it's weird because when you go up to hug him, he's like really short and I'm really tall, so you're basically just squeezing that giant head of his. And it's basically
nestling him in your bosom.
It's like, come here, baby. And then you give him a little boat show. He's fine with it. It's the most action he's seen in a while.
Jeez.
Oh, that was bad. I'm sorry. We're positive waves here. No negativity. We're not doing that.
Oh.
So yes, it got a little crazy. Some words were said, some comments were thrown out, but I guess one part of me is like super happy about that whole thing because we're all very, very passionate about this game. So I don't think it's going to be dying anytime soon if we have that much anguish about one thing. I feel like if we care that much about the game, it's going to be going on for a long time. So
Yeah, because like I don't know where I heard it, but it's a saying that, you know, if you get angry about something, you clearly still care about it. It
yeah,
it's when, you know, the shit hits the fan and you go, whatever, stupid, and you just walk away. It is when you should be worried. Uh, but yeah, everybody like really getting, you know, passionate about it is, you know, is definitely a sign that that's good, sort of.
if
But
you're going to take a silver lining out of last week, that's I think the only one.
but yeah, everybody just got super emotional like about it all, and like as far as my stance on the whole thing, it's like, you know, I was put into the situation on two different sides. It's like we all of a sudden saw that, and half of me was like, was like, oh man, it's like this guy's making this ruling. He's with FFG, gonna be a thing. It's like, cool, they're gonna do something about it. Awesome. I wonder when. Uh, but then the other side of me as a judge, I was like, this goes completely against, you know, everything that like me looking at the rules, looking at the cards, and I'm like, this seems completely wrong. I don't know how they're gonna make it a thing. And I was completely expecting like card errata, because if you look at the cards, it is so painfully obvious on some of these things that the the way that Kyle put the wordings didn't even make sense for me. So it was really hard. Like, I do judging at FFG events, and I'll be at some of those events, and like the whole Lebo ruling. US, you couldn't use Lebo, and I'll show you the dark side. He just didn't trigger, and the reason that was a thing was because Frank Brooks judged at Gen Con and said, no, it doesn't work. And poof, I mean, that put it at a level of this at an event, made that ruling. You know, I'm still looking at the cards going, really, Frank? It's like, I don't think I agree with you, but you said it, so I kind of have to go with it.
No, Frank. No. Just boop him on the nose and just go about.
Well, but when they say something at an event, you got to go with it. I mean, same thing with
yep.
like when I was at Worlds, the last time I judged at Worlds, we had one of those situations was with when does a new round start? And I've always gone by, as long as somebody puts down a dial, new round, then you got to finish it, even if time's been called. And he came up and said, is like, no, if you're sitting there looking at your dial, you're in the planning phase. That's a new round. It doesn't matter if you set one down or not. And I was like, man,
wow.
that really makes sense. And,
yeah.
and I was like, thanks, Frank. Thanks for making that ruling. And now I can move on with that. And that one made sense. But then he makes some that you're like, really? Like, okay. It's like, I guess I kind of go with that because you're Frank Brooks. And that's what the whole Lebo thing was. Yeah.
He's the ex-Yodi.
But yeah, but then there's some like with this whole Kyle thing, it's like he's not that person. And I understand the whole thing. So some people saying is like, oh, this was FFG throwing out smoke signals, wanting us to go with it. But you know, like as a person, you know, I would love to just grab a hold of that and be like, yeah, let's go. Same thing with like back when the FAQ leaked. I'd love to grab onto that and be like, yeah, let's go with that. But we couldn't. We just can't. And we, you know, move on with what we have, because in my world, it's, you know, FFG official marshal ruling is number one. You go with that. And then you've got the FAQ, the rules reference and all the other material.
Mm-hmm.
And nowhere in there is other random judge making that call. Even if he's with FFG, and like I understand that, and I even looked at it and went, damn, that ruling's coming down the pipe somewhere. Is like I was like 95% sure that yep, this is going to be an FAQ. I just wonder when it's coming. The other 5% of me was, he worded that really weird.
Yes.
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
And the other thing is he was asked, he's like, hey, what do other TOs and everything else do? Like you're FFG, you're at FFG. And he's like, this is my ruling alone. Judges and TOs, they have to make their call like everything. I mean, he basically,
right.
You can't, I know you want to say it's from FFG, but you know what? He explicitly said, this is my ruling and my ruling alone. It's up to every judge to interpret.
There was a lot of grayness that he threw into it, of saying that he talked to Frank and Alex to help get the wording right for how he put it out there. And then he like kept talking about his rulings and like arguing with them. Like I really think if he came out, put it out there and said, this is for this regional, and that's how it is. And like he made one of those posts, but it seems like it kind of went under the radar, and everybody just pushed for the whole, this is, as people say, is like, oh, this is his backdoor way of getting the information out there. It's like, yes, it's like maybe, but I can't go with that. It's like, because I'm part of this level of judges that system opens and things like that. We have to come up with something, and I could not take the information from this and just go to these system opens and be like, sure, we're going to go with that because Kyle said so. And like, I know some regionals did, but I simply couldn't, and that's just how it was.
It was classic case of, he basically put out, like, for one, I want to hope that he knew what position he was in, he knew what he was doing, and he knew kind of what it was going to start, because basically he was telling the entire community what they wanted to hear. Like, everyone wanted to hear this. Like, let's not make a mistake here. Everyone,
yeah, I'm even happy that this nerf happened. It's
everyone wanted it
sure,
to be
fine. It's like, this is still good. Sure, whatever. Let's move on.
But there's a process of fixing the game. We can't just go rogue. We just can't do this. I'm gonna just chalk it up to, maybe it was just bad communication. It was just bad communication, and it inflamed. I mean, for one, we're news deprived, so yeah. We've been sitting there fucking sharpening pitchforks and like just getting the flint ready for the torches already. This is like a guy smoking a cigarette in a fucking warehouse full of hay bales. It's like, that's fine. I'll just flick this over there. It'll be all right.
Yeah, and like, one of the things with this is like, we had the leaked FAQ a while back. If like, I feel like if in this situation I had grabbed something that wasn't official and determined it to be official for me and like use it as system opens and things, I feel like that creates a gray area in how I judge things, that suddenly there's this huge gray area that oh, what am I going to include or not. But I want people to know that when they go to events that I run, that when they go to an event that Brent Wong is marshaling, that Ian Hamp is marshaling, is like these these system opens and bigger events, that it's going to be rules as written as much as we can. And in the incredibly rare chance that there's some massive gray area in something, there's a time when we have to make a call on which way we think it goes. And there are some of those gray areas, and like gray areas, and when something is either literally broken, like not the figurative too good broken, but literally broken, or incredibly outlandish. Those are some very rare occasions that we make some ruling that is, off the beaten path. And a few examples that people have come up with is like R3A2. When they came out with the timing chart, it literally broke R3A2, and there were people saying the card does not work as written. It's like, throw it away, it doesn't work. And like, but everybody looks at it and goes, okay, we all know. So that was something that went, if you say rules as intended. Same thing with like multi bombs. We ruled with the system opens that you can only drop one bomb per round. But if you look at the ruling that launch is different than dropping a bomb, then you could have inferred that, oh, they're different, I can launch and drop. But that was so, out there. Is like, this game will never let you drop, 2 bombs. So, sorry. Right. So that was a thing that we say, and that was, rules as intended. I mean, that's how that went.
But, hey, happy days are here.
99% of the time, we go as rules as written. That's how we're going to go. And if you think we're crazy, it's like every high-level judge that I talked to agreed that we were not going with Kyle's ruling. And like every judge that I've judged with at Worlds, Gen Con, Origins, System Opens, people that I talked to overseas, I mean, not a single one of them said, "Oh yeah, we're going to go with this." But all of us did agree. I can't wait for this FAQ to come out and destroy that combo.
I think that's one aspect.
Universal.
I think that's one aspect where the judges don't get enough explanation. They're like, they're just like us, guys. They want the FAQ. They want it fixed. they think it's bad. It's toxic. It's shit. But they don't get where you guys don't get where you are by just going RAI, rules as intended. You just can't do that. It's rules as written, or if it's fudgy, then yes.
You got to pick a way.
That's why you guys make your way up the ladder and get to where you guys are. But we don't have to worry about it anymore.
And like one last thing on that, for anybody out there who like thinks that we were terribly awful people, and there were like I was called a cheater by somebody because I was allowing it to exist. There were some really mean things that
there
got
were some
said.
Passionate people out there.
Yeah. If you think that because of what we said we're like incredibly bad judges, then I gotta say I'm sorry, because guess who's gonna be your world's judges?
Huzzah!
Like, the day after this FAQ came out. Yeah, the day after this FAQ came out, me, Brent, Ian, we all got the email saying, "Hey, come judge for us at Worlds." I'm not getting that email if they think I'm a trashy judge. So, see you guys at Worlds.
Oh,
next topic. Let's go.
It's gonna be great. But on a lighter note, because we're all in positive waves here, we did get the FAQ, and thank you to whoever maybe out there, Alex, Frank, Dave, Max, whoever out there got this in our hands. But thank God. Because that was like what do the firefighters do? They fucking just like plow down trees and fucking just scorch earth before the fire gets there. That's basically what this was. It was a fire line. Yeah. There we go. There. See, you all learned something. It's called a fire line.
Yeah, and for anybody who thinks that FAQ was supposed to be out yesterday, I bet money on the fact that it wasn't, and it got pushed up because
now.
No, we're good. But
okay.
if it was supposed to be out yesterday, then like Kyle would not have put out that message. He would have just been like, you know what, I'm just going to sit on this. The FAQ comes out Monday, and everybody will know how to do things. But I guarantee that shit show, like. They went, oh hell, and moved it up. So in a
roundabout way, you're saying that it wasn't the community screaming and yelling; it was a few individuals that pressured and got it done.
Yeah. Next topic.
Man, that silence is deafening. All right, so next topic.
How's that for silence?
Oh, what do we got? You got to tell us because it's gold.
Well, I went from the incredibly mediocre grapefruit shandy by Leinekugels. Now I love me some Leinekugels. And I jumped to the ever so wonderful in the middle of winter orange shandy.
Oh, it's on a shandy kick, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, you want to know a little tidbit that I found out?
Little tidbit. I'm excited for tidbits.
Ooh, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to say this. I'll save this. I'll save this for commercial. I'll save it for commercial.
Saving it for commercial. I'm writing down.
That out. It's a little tidbit I found that was funny.
For remind of tidbit.
So guys, we got an FAQ. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Now, I didn't really care because basically this FAQ was going to be ruled in FFG's regional that I'm going to this weekend anyway. But for the masses, you all get to experience what I'm going to experience from now on. So, I think we should go down some of the FAQ because it seems, see, this is why we have people that are smarter than me on the show, especially like Chico. That apparently there's some little tidbits, some little golden nuggets found in this FAQ that some people are getting wrong, and we have to set them straight. So,
yeah, and we're going to start off the bat with one of those gray areas that I don't even have the answer to yet.
Let's do that. I'll throw an answer out. I'm good at that.
Sure. So we're first thing in here is the part about increasing and reducing values, and they added in attack dice up to a maximum for the whole math thing. And the reason that was added in is because there's math that goes into this game for like adding and subtracting dice. And particularly this came up recently with Blackout and ships. Like if you have a ghost that's at range 3 through a rock getting shot by Blackout, it still rolls 0 dice because range 3 adds 1, the rock adds 1, but then Blackout subtracts 2. Now, there were some people saying, who has initiative? Because if it's Blackout, he subtracts the 2 down to a minimum of 0, and then you still add the rock range 3, poof, up to 2. It's like, no. That whole paragraph basically says you do all the math and then go to the minimum or maximum. So where this part kind of came up in discussion, I was listening to the Birmingham Barons earlier today, and they
shout out to the Birmingham Barons. First of all,
yeah, 15-0. Holy hell,
15-0, dude. Fucking
impressive.
Fucking
yeah. Last time I went 15-0, it was just trashing locals.
Help aces, nonetheless. I'm so in love with that guy right now, and they have a good podcast.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So you should go listen to it. They actually have,
except for the part where they talk about cruise missiles.
It's great. No. I mean, like the format. I think it's funny. Not funny, but fun. Like it's like, hey, we're gonna talk about this for 8 minutes. I'm like, hopefully they don't have me on their show because that ain't happening.
Oh man, they would have to sit there by the mute button.
You could fire that warning klaxon off anytime you want. I'm still going.
So with cruise missiles, they discuss in their cruise missile has 1 attack die, but then it says you may roll additional attack dice equal to the speed of your maneuver you executed this round to a maximum of 4 additional dice. So there's the question of to a maximum of 4 additional dice, that takes you up to 5 if you did a 4-speed maneuver. But then what if that's Miranda firing it? And what if Jan Ors is nearby? Could you take that 5 up to a 6, up to a 7 die attack? And this is one of those where I'm still discussing it with people that I confer with, and whether that paragraph is meaning that the amount of dice that you can get from your maneuver is a maximum of 4, or if the maximum of 4 is just the additional attack dice in total the attack can receive. So does it have a maximum of 5 because the 1 plus the 4 additional, or is it 5 additional or 4 additional from the maneuver? So like there were people saying, well, what if you did a 5 straight? Then you couldn't add any because you did a 5 and it only adds a maximum of 4. So you did a 5, you don't get any. It's like, ugh, you're ridiculous. Go away. So there's one of those gray areas of, does it add 4 additional? And you're stuck there. Or can Jan and Miranda add more? Personally, the way I'm leaning right now is that that sentence is one big sentence of, you may roll additional attack dice equal to the speed of your maneuver you executed this round. So it's letting you do a thing, and the thing is adding attack dice equal to the speed of your maneuver, and then it's got a condition to a maximum of 4 additional attack dice for that thing, which is adding your maneuver to the attack dice. So in my opinion, you can add Miranda or Jan. Now, fortunately, this card isn't a huge enough deal that I don't see it really coming up. I've seen some of those lists where they're like, I got a 7, 8, or 9 attack dice ships. Like, ha ha ha.
So this is a like, Chris Allen situation.
Yeah, maybe. Chris Allen goes a little more obnoxious. Like, for instance, he thinks that, or he messaged me asking if Dormits can be placed anywhere on the field. Now let's detour to that.
No.
So Dormits.
What?
Do you know what Dormits says?
I know what Dormits says.
Do you?
I mean,
so
roughly?
Dormits says during setup, friendly ships may be placed anywhere in the play area at range 1 to 2 of you. So friendly ships, it doesn't say other friendly ships. So if you are range 1 to yourself, you can place Dormits anywhere on the field.
No, but that's where the rules, like in the fucking concrete rules, state that this is your setup area, this is their setup area. Now,
but he can set up anywhere in the play area, range 1 to 2 of himself. Now, this is one where
play area.
What? No. There's anywhere in the play area.
There's a player 1 area and there's a player 2 area.
Right,
correct?
But Dormits says that you can set up within range 1 to 2 of Dormits. If Dormits is friendly to himself, he's range 1 to himself, he can be placed anywhere because he's always range 1 to himself.
Fuck it. Rule it that. Go ahead.
Well,
it's a goddamn Upsilon shuttle. That'll get burned down.
Right. Well, if you're running him with some aces, you drop him first, and then you put your others.
Awesome.
Right. But the way that I'm saying it to just break his argument is that there's a catch-22. If he's not on the board, you can't measure range 1 to where he is.
Oh, sure.
So, you can't place him because he's not there. So right. Whatever. Okay.
Fuck.
So, anyways, back to the FAQ.
You know what we forgot? We forgot snaps.
Snaps. Just a second.
Well, Kyle just joined. We can do it now. No, fuck it. We'll do a commercial break.
We'll make commercial break? Okay.
No. Yeah. Yes? No? Fuck it.
Just make sure that we inform
Kiefer
Montana.
Fucking paying more attention than we are. This is bad. This is bad.
Oh, Jerry Holt says I'm brilliant, so that's clearly a fact.
Oh, shit. I got really excited. I thought my Jerry was on.
Nope. This guy's my Jerry now.
He was supposed to be a guest on a long time ago. We just got him on yet.
Gee, I wonder who that guy is.
What are those sultry tones?
Some douchebag in the dark.
Yeah. Sexually harassing me and shit.
What?
That's right.
He tried to force his tongue down my throat the other day.
What's with the mustache anyway?
Oh, fuck. Fuck you guys. fuck you. I haven't shaved and it looks bad. Blonde facial hair looks bad on people. It's just a natural thing. I've been moving snow for 3 days straight. I forgot to fucking shave tonight. Okay, let's just move on.
Now,
I thought
this
a
is
cool
for
blonde
just 10
goatee
cents a
would look
day.
good.
You can donate
God.
enough money so Coach can get for men and dye his mustache an appropriate brown color.
And you just comb that shit right in there. I'll do it for
Have
Worlds.
a brown mustache
I'll have
and
like
a blonde.
I'll have like a
fantastic.
black goatee with blonde hair for Worlds.
Well, do one of those things when you go to Worlds, have like the biggest beard you can, but then like every day shave it down smaller and smaller and smaller.
You're looking at probably the biggest beard I can have. This is the farthest I can go without like divorce being in the talk. Because it doesn't look, it's like weird old man like shit, what am I trying to think of? It's just bad. It's just really bad. It's all wiry and it just looks gross.
Blonde pubes on his face. It doesn't form
it's
into
like
a beard.
someone took some glue and just like, okay, there, and then found some guy with blonde pubes and just like, let's just glue them on.
Montana, save us and cut this all out.
We were getting way too serious anyway.
Okay, harpooned.
Next on the FAQ list.
Yeah, harpooned. So they made it so that the uncanceled crits for stuff like twin laser turrets, ion cannon, jamming beam, etc. Those all happen last now. Like in the idea of when an attack hits, the dice being canceled is now last. So they've defined that. So now harpooned can be triggered by TLT, ion cannon, jamming beam. As far as
accuracy corrector?
No,
because that happens in the dice modification step. That's
How about
before you
Bosk?
determine if you're hit. Bosk is weird. Like you got to have like a PhD
Bosk
to
works.
understand his FAQ.
A PhD in fucking syntax and
because you don't cancel. I'm sure. What is it? You're not
Go
really. That's in the modification step. You're canceling that one specific critical hit result to add two regular hit results once there's been an uncanceled crit, which would trigger harpoon because that condition has been met.
I'm assuming that you can take so you roll your attack dice, right? And then you modify your attack dice whichever way you want. Then they roll their defense dice, or does Bosk happen during your modification?
No, Bosk specifically says before dealing damage. So right before dealing damage, it's like, okay, you're already hit before dealing damage.
They roll their defense dice.
Yeah, and then there's an uncanceled crit.
So there's an uncanceled crit.
Can trigger.
I could have harpoon trigger, then cancel my crit and add 2 hits.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So yeah, they did that.
This will become relevant later. That's all I want to know.
Yeah, and I don't think they really did anything else in that particular one. But yeah, they did specifically mention like other stuff that happens in earlier steps doesn't matter, like heavy laser cannons. There's that.
Yep. They did a good job. I will say,
down to
I'll give FFG a credit. They did a good job with this FAQ and like specifically putting in like all the things that we had questioned. Like usually they only put like one instance. Like in this FAQ, they tried to list off all the instances they could. Like this procs, this procs, this procs, this procs, all in one thing.
Except you're wrong, and we're getting
sorry, sort of.
Because now we're to Lebo.
Oh, Lebo.
My favorite questions that I've gotten since this FAQ dropped, making me want to strangle people. And if you're in the chat, I hate you.
Hey, we got a new guy. I don't think I've ever seen Pinto in the chat.
Well, so hopefully he's not the Lebo argument guy.
Pinto, welcome to OCX Radio Live, buddy. Hope you're drinking alcohol.
Strap in.
Strap in, baby. It's going to be rough.
So Lebo, they said, if Lebo is dealt a face-up damage card by I'll show you the dark side condition, Lebo may still use his ability to draw an additional damage card, period. So, yes, Lebo works. Now, the argument that I've heard from idiots. Because it says, Lebo may still use his ability to draw an additional damage card, but Chico, it doesn't then say that you can choose one to resolve and discard the other. So poof, you have to take both the crits. Both of them.
Oh man,
you have to take both.
You know what? No, I gotta give a hand to that guy.
No, fuck that guy. So dumb.
We're doing positive waves, Chico. Positive waves.
This whole paragraph should have said, I'll show you the dark side. Lebo, it works. Done.
Whatever Lebo's text is, add that to I'll show you the dark side. That's how it works.
Yeah, like, oh man. But to be honest, like I understand like why Frank Brooks went the other direction, but like initially, like that's what I thought. Is like, oh yeah, Lebo works. You're being dealt a face-up damage card. It works. Frank said, no, it doesn't.
It chosen for you doesn't mean because it works with it doesn't work with Rexler, does it? Because you weren't dealt the face up.
No, you were dealt cards
that just turns them face up.
So, same thing with him doing that to Chewbacca. Like getting crits on Chewbacca is the most.
Does it work with Merrick?
What about Merrick Steel? What about Merrick?
Yeah, it does. Because you're dealt a face up. Merrick gets to pick 3, and then he's like, "I want this one," and Lebo's like,
Hold up,
think about that."
Let me just read it from the condition card. I'll show you the dark side. If Merrick Steel attacks a ship with I'll show you the dark side assigned to it, the effect of the condition will deal the ship the damage card on it, and Merrick Steel's ability does not trigger. If the attack would cause the defender to suffer an additional critical damage, Merrick Steel's ability would trigger. Why? Fuck if I know. And that's one of those situations.
Something just had to be said, and that's what it was. Got it.
Yeah, and like I don't really completely understand this one. It's like let's look up Merrick Steel. Like, what exactly does Merrick Steel that they're arguing this? Like, when your attack deals a face-up damage card to the defender, instead, now I think this is where they're changing it because it says instead. It's changing, getting that face-up damage card to something else, where you're drawing 3 and doing something else. Where I'll show you the dark side says you must take that face-up damage card, so it can't be instead.
Yeah, okay.
But with Lebo, it says you take that face-up damage card, but then you also draw another one and then choose to resolve it. So it's weird, but. So, yeah. What the hell's going on in the chat?
It's
I don't even have the
in the chat.
So
Robert went fucking straight crazy.
Sorry, my cat walked on the iPad.
I knew it. I knew something happened. I fucking knew it.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Robert absolutely went fucking crazy. It was like whatever you said when you started with fucking Lebo. It's just incoherent letters just spewed out. I'm like, oh no!
For a second, I thought he was like this massive Lebo hater.
We broke Robert.
Oh, that's awesome.
I said $10 says his kid got a hold of the keyboard, but apparently it was his cat.
Oh man.
Oh, dilly to you, Robert. That was great.
Yes. Dilly.
I couldn't pay attention to anything Chico was saying. I was like, what the fuck?
You don't usually anyways.
I don't anyway. No, I'm just here for fucking filler, man. Everyone knows
Prince Caesar. So I don't know why Shizor was FAQ'd. I honestly didn't really read it because I saw Prince Shizor and I was like, oh, whatever, and moved on. But it says Prince Shizor's ability triggers during step 7 of the timing chart for performing an attack on page 8. Prince Shizor counts as being hit by the attack, and the ship that suffers the damage for Prince Shizor's ability is not considered hit by the attack. Any effects that trigger based on whether or not you're hit, such as ion cannon, cannot be prevented by Shizor's ability.
So basically, if you hit Shizor with a harpoon,
so yeah,
right, the crit goes somewhere else, but you're still hit. Like it still counts as you being hit, correct?
Right. And
so if he was harpooned,
I think we always kind of knew that. Were there people arguing against this?
Were there people playing Shizor? I don't know.
Well, no, there is evidently a triple a triple Star Viper list going around.
The 3 Star Viper list. Yeah, I'm super excited about that. I want to try it so bad because I own 4. And I need to use them all. I need to use more than one of them. So Thweek is just not getting by for me.
We're not to Thweek yet. Okay, so Tarani Kolda.
Oh, that was just a drink, motherfuckers. That's what I was trying to go for there. Did you not notice? Drink, chat. Drink.
Okay, so Tarani Kolda.
Pinto, if you're new, you have to drink whenever we say Thweek. I just did that because I'm almost done with my drink. Apparently, Pinto is not new. My apologies, Pinto.
It must be one of our super fans logging in as like his girlfriend's account or something.
That's not fucking Ryan or Josh or something in his stupid alter ego. Never mind. We're going off the rails. Go for it, Chico.
I bet it's Catch. I bet it's Catch.
It's Catch. Oh, fuck.
Okay. So, Tarani Kolda. Now, there's a big paragraph there, and I'll read it. But TLDR, I told you so. That's what it says. I told you so.
TLDR?
Okay. Too long, didn't read.
Oh.
Or
really?
Or
that's what that means?
Yes. God, you're so old.
I was totally mistaking that for something else.
Old friends. He's old, not an old friend, but recent friend who is old. He thinks that he thought it meant the lesson, dear reader.
Oh, fuck that. We're changing it. TLDR is the lesson, dear reader.
The lesson, dear reader, is I told you so. I told you Tarani Kolda was going to work this way. I bet every single one of my coconut monkey dollars on it. And I was right.
You did.
So everybody,
you bet a shit ton of coconut monkey dollars.
So if everybody could start printing off their coconut monkey dollars and sending them to me, I would appreciate it.
I'll get my bounty. Whoever can print the most coconut monkey dollars and send it to Chico wins free t-shirt.
Somebody's going to show up to Worlds with like a briefcase full of coconut monkey dollars.
And then I'm going to make you swim in it.
Why?
As I hand the guy his free t-shirts.
Nice.
Okay,
so
quick time out. I believe Kiefer right now is leading. Well, I don't think Kiefer's leading it. Kiefer's our inside man. So far, someone has sent at least a sizable bag, say about that big, of shield tokens to Zach Matthews. So Kiefer has to tell me who that is, and he gets a free t-shirt. But he can be outdone. Nice. I know he can. So we're not giving this up. This is going to go till Worlds.
So Tarani Kolda's ability, you can discard 0 tokens to get out of it. It's not free damage. Sorry about your luck.
Suck it, Kyle. Suck it.
Boo.
Suck it hardcore. FFG does not agree with you.
At least it would have been so much. It would have been so much more worthwhile.
It would have been broken. It would have been broken because people would have been putting shit like Snapshot on it, and you would have gotten to trigger it before.
That's what I said.
Got their token. It just
Only Chico can
That's
judge
what
me.
I want to do.
Fuck, we should. Yes, that's the back of the T-shirt. Thank you, Ryan.
How many
We keep
T-shirts are
coming
you
up with some
making?
ideas.
No. There's only one OCX
Yeah.
Radio T-shirt, but on the back, it's gonna say "Only Chico can judge me."
Nice.
Perfect.
I liked it when I heard that your kids are going to get taught to just judge to get your attention.
Yeah,
I like that
yell
one.
judge. Dude, no, every time I go to Indianapolis, the freaking indie guys just yell judge around me. Like, we'll be out at the bar, and one of them will yell judge, and then they'll just start laughing at me. It's like, you bastard.
We have a lot of sayings that have to go on the back of the shirt, but I think only Chris can judge me wins.
Okay, well, everybody get your drinks ready because we've scrolled down and we've reached the week.
Bum bum bum.
Okay,
let's just call
so,
him his name shall not. What's the fucking Voldemort thing that they say? Thou who shall not be named.
He who shall not be named.
Yeah, we're just gonna call him that, so we don't have
what
to.
it says.
I don't have to burn through my fucking Templeton Rye like crazy.
Yeah. So basically, what it says is he gets to keep his pilot ability even if the ship that he's stealing from loses their pilot ability. Nah.
Which we all
And
knew.
the mimic condition does not give him pilot abilities from altered pilot abilities. So get your drink ready.
Whoa!
Thweek
What?
cannot
Wait, whoa!
thweek,
What?
Thweek and thweek.
Oh, Thweek.
I just said it. Thweek cannot thweek, thweeks, thweeking, thweek.
So we're just gonna
He
call
also
that one good drink.
Yeah. And also Thweek can't thweek IG-88 to get all of IG-88's abilities.
I'm not wasting good booze on that.
There.
You can waste all your goddamn orange shandy. You should just chug the fucking orange shandy and get on with the next one in your fucking assortment pack that you have.
So this is the last line in Kugels. So we're on to something maybe decent next. Goose Island, I think.
Ooh,
we need the philosophers again. We need that.
That's Chicago shit.
The what?
The three philosophers.
Falafels. You need the three falafels back.
Philosophers.
Okay.
Philosophers.
So up next, for all those rules lawyers who thought they could do stupid shit with Secatro Vizago, you can't. Replacing an upgrade is distinct from discarding it and does not trigger effects like Jabba's illicit tokens. People were wanting to discard a token and get a free illicit added to a ship so you could have like extra. And then, ooh, I got the new illicit and that one gets a token because I have Jabba. And just poof, you could go ding, 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 illicits all over the place. It's like, no, you're wrong. Yeah, so Secatro Vizago, sorry, doesn't work like you think it does. Scroll down. Feedback array. They mentioned blinded pilot. Which one did they say? Using feedback array does not count as an attack and cannot be used. Feedback array cannot be used while a ship is overlapping an asteroid, has either a weapons disabled or a cloak token, or has a blinded pilot damage card from the Force Awakens core set. So there, they said no cloaked, no weapons disabled, no blinded pilot, no fucking nothing. So there you go. If you can't shoot, you're not feedbacking arraying stuff. A second, I got a message. Where'd the message go?
Nobody's messaging you.
No, we're gonna have a guest in about 15.
Oh, awesome! Right for commercial break. How many more of these goddamn FAQs we have?
There's a good bit. So, we're going to keep going.
Strap in, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't done yet.
Jabba the Hutt, because nobody uses him. Last time I was at an event where fucking Paragoomba Slayer was like, oh, how are we going to deal with Jabba the Hutt? Like, we we looked around and I said, "Is anyone using Jabba the Hutt?" No one raised their hand. And then we said, "We don't care."
That
Put your hand
Paragoomba
down.
Slayer sounds like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he should write greeting cards.
I feel like he didn't get his due very much
No.
in the, you know.
So if a ship uses Sakatra, huh? No, you're not. You're not. I know who he is. He's an
Totally
asshole.
not. Totally not me.
If a ship uses Sakatra Vizago to replace an illicit upgrade with an illicit token on it, the token is not transferred to the newly equipped illicit upgrade. Yeah. We kind of
You're going to love me, Chico. You're going to fucking love me in the second half of the show.
Sure. I'm terrified. Now, Jan Ors. If a ship has advanced optics and a focus token, Jan Ors can still allow that person to get an evade token instead of a focus token. So basically, the restriction of advanced optics says you can only have one focus token. But Jan Ors says that instead of getting a focus token, you can get an evade token. So you can still take the focus token action and get an evade instead of a focus, even though you have a focus token. Having a focus token in advanced optics doesn't prevent you from taking the focus action, just prevents you from having another token.
Yeah, again, why? I mean, because the advanced optic, you can't carry the...
I'm sure there was somebody trying to argue it as like, oh, you couldn't receive the focus token, so you couldn't switch it. So I can understand how somebody would argue that.
Oh, I'm getting you.
But they'd be wrong.
Okay, I gotcha. So what you're saying is someone has advanced optics, has the focus token, and they're like, I'm going to take a focus action, but Jan Ors is going to change it to an evade.
Right.
Right? That's allowed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right.
Next
when
one
you
that...
say things from the FAQ, most people don't understand. When I say them, people are like, oh, see, we need to dumb this shit down a little bit.
Okay. I'll do what I can. Derp! Lightning reflexes, derp!
Dude, I had my boy play lightning reflexes with Major Vendor against me the other day. I was like, fuck. It totally worked. Nice. It was great.
Now, lightning reflexes, I would actually put that on like Lowrick, just because I suck at getting him turned back around, and like I rarely use selflessness or draw their fire with him. I'm just not good with Lowrick.
Yeah,
so
if you don't
lightning
give a shit, if you don't give a shit about your PS ability or your PS pilot skill, Major Vendor is awesome. Especially with the one where you can take the fucking reload, the title that lets you take, you can basically reload and get your weapon back, and you're like, I'm still gonna fire this at you because you suck. But go ahead. Oh my god, we lost Kyle.
Oh no!
I bet he's getting deep dicked.
Whoa.
I am making as much fun of him as possible in the next at least week. Because if he gets to go to regionals, I have to try to figure out how to like break his hand so he can't turn a dial. Because I want to win this one.
All right. So lightning reflexes. They say it can be used during the maneuver from a slam action. If it is used, then, however, the stress token is assigned before the ship can perform an action granted by advanced slam. That's the way I was ruling it, so I'm kind of glad that went with my ruling. This brought up an interesting conversation, though. Somebody asked if you can use lightning reflexes off of adaptive ailerons. So to do like a one sloop before your maneuver. Now, the answer is no. I can see you getting excited there. The answer is no, and here's why. Because tells you to do a white one forward or a white one bank. And Lightning Reflexes says after you execute a white or green maneuver on your dial. Now, if you look at the dial of the TIE Striker, it has green 1 forwards and green 1 banks. And difficulty is part of the definition of a maneuver, so it is not on his dial. You cannot do it.
Boo!
Yes, I agree.
All right, I'm going to take a timeout here. I'm going to take a timeout. Guys, we're at 19 viewers right now. We have never reached 20. We have never reached 20 viewers on this show. So I want you all right now to go spam the shit out of all your friends and go fucking get me 20 goddamn viewers. Do it! Go get another beer.
Do I just need to log in with another account?
No, you cannot cheat. We're not cheating on this. Fuck you, Patrick.
We are trying to cheating.
We're not a new record. We've been at 19 before.
Kyle.
I want
me,
20.
you, and Kyle.
Give me 20. Anyway.
Is that including me, you, and Kyle? Oh, 20.
Oh! Fuck yes! 20! We have broken the barrier, my friends. We've won. We're the winners. 21. Holy shit. Fuck. Maybe I should do that more often.
Oh, back to 20.
30. Oh, 22. Jesus Christ, keeps going up. No. Anyway.
Okay.
22. Somebody logged in on their other account. Oh, fuck
Probably.
you guys. You guys suck. It went to 22. And then they're like, we win. Oh.
We're hovering now. I'm happy.
New record, 22. If we can beat that, that would be great. Oh, 19.
Hit back to 19.
You fucking cheaters. You fucking cheaters.
They were probably legitimate new viewers, and they left because this is all we were talking about.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true.
Okay.
Damn it. Okay. Anyway, on with the FAQ.
So we're on to Sabine Wren. Now, this is one that went different than I expected it to.
Now,
but frankly, is how we've always played it.
I'm gonna just totally go out there right now. You call her Sabine? Is that like a joke,
Sabine
or is
Wren.
that how you read it?
How is it supposed to be pronounced?
It's Sabine.
Sabine.
Oh shit, you didn't know this. Oh, I thought you were just being cute. Oh no, it's totally Sabine.
Sure. Whatever.
Sabine. Oh man.
Sabine.
The more you know.
Sabine. Sabine Wren.
I don't think he watches Rebels.
I do, but it's been a long time. I haven't seen anything from the new season. Maybe I just haven't paid attention to pronunciation.
I feel like you haven't been processing how they've been saying your name.
Well, if you watch the freaking movies,
the card has just devoided you from.
Like in the movies, they pronounce Leia different multiple times.
Oh yeah, but that's 1977.
We don't count that.
He didn't have a fucking script supervisor on that shit.
So, Sabine, her ability is optional and does not need to be used in the first friendly bomb to detonate each round. This is specifically from Chris Allen, because he went off on that huge thing of things that must happen, and you read Sabine, and God, that's even difficult. It's like so you read her card, and there's no may. So it must happen. So it got into this huge argument over if it must happen, like, does it have to happen on the first one, or do you have the option, but you must pick one of them? And it just got really weird. But like everyone always kind of played it as optional. So we all just kind of stayed quiet. I was playing the other day, and like this finally came up to be a big deal because of quick draw and like launching bombs and stuff, because I launch a proton bomb at you, give you a crit, and all of a sudden it's like, oh God, I have to give you Sabine damage. and is like, do I want to give that to you? And I was practicing the other day, and I was like, it has to happen. And even my opponent was like, I'm not going to make you do that. I was like, no. It has to happen. Let's play this out, see how it works. And it sucked. It sucked so bad. I was like, but then again, if you watch Rebels, can the group really control her? So she's just going to go do her thing regardless.
So
Ryan
Staniszewski brought up a good question. Now that it is, she can proc off whenever she wants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there still a must condition, or is that a missed opportunity if you forgot?
I'm going to say by them calling it optional, it's a missed opportunity.
It's a missed opportunity. Okay, there you go, Ryan.
Yep.
I was gonna say the same thing, but I wanted to wait. I saw his question. I was like, I have to wait. That is huge. Yeah,
that's a big deal because there's a lot of times it's like, oh, hey, you've got to take that.
Right. In the board state set of mind, like you can't be like, oh yeah, by the way, board state, I forgot to Sabine. You're like, let me get my FAQ. Flip. Sabine
Optional.
is not a must.
Right. So yeah, that's
crazy
kind of changed
awesome.
things up, but
that's crazy awesome. Yeah. No, I mean, for me, yeah, I hated that condition that it was a must because I played a game the other weekend. Guy had Sabine, and I was like, fuck, and I hated doing it, but I was like, I have to Sabine myself because we already had dials down. I was like, I totally forgot to take Sabine on that bomb, so I took a shield off, another shield off. And he's like, "Oh, you don't have to do that." I'm like, "No, I have to." According to the rules when I was playing, it's a must, and I had to take that shield. It's a board state. It was an easy enough change, but now she's optional, baby. Fuck you.
Yep.
You got to remember,
like,
I have triggers.
I was listening to Gold Squadron, and Dion had it right where he said that this game would be a lot better if like freaking everything was optional, because then you wouldn't have a lot of these, oh god, board state, now I gotta figure out a reverse figure out a solution. Instead you just be like, okay, whatever, move on. On to the next one, and we're finally to the big one, Trajectory Simulator. Now it does not work with Genius. It does, like, they're saying that
it doesn't not only work with Genius, it also works with Death Rain. It doesn't work with Death Rain.
Well, that's on a later on section.
Oh,
but
okay.
True. Because God knows Death Rain needed a nerf.
So
Trajectory Simulator can be used only when a ship would drop a bomb via the means printed on the equipped bomb upgrade card. It cannot be used while using Genius to drop a bomb after performing a maneuver, or in conjunction with any other effects that override the manner in which the bomb is dropped, such as Crimson Specialist, though I don't know how it would ever work with Crimson Specialist. That was just weird. But anyways, so I really feel like this was them going, oh shit, we made Trajectory Simulator before we made the Genius nerf, and the Genius nerf suddenly made this work. We have to re-break this. And so they did. And hooray, it took away what was the Genius bomb combo on anything other than Nim? No, it wasn't, right? Well, maybe like Y-Wings. Scum Y-Wings.
No, Y-Wings can't take the sensor slot.
Right, okay. So yeah, nothing?
It was literally only Nim. Nim is the only ship that I know of that has a sensor, astromech, and those two slots, yeah.
Yeah. So they just nerfed that one, and it's, Nim was damn good anyways, so without that, hooray. And we all kind of knew it was coming.
Yeah.
We just needed it
it's done. Right, it happened. Hooray. Yay!
Right.
Dilly.
So, move on. Zuckus. This is the most confusing and weird way to ever put into an FAQ a ruling, in my opinion. What they did for Zuckuss, they said if Zuckuss is used to reroll one or more of a defender's dice, effects that allow the defender to reroll all of their dice, such as First Order Vanguard, can still be resolved for as many dice as possible. In this case, those that were not already re-rolled. This really, in my opinion, should have been a First Order Vanguard title FAQ. Basically
it falls under the same thing, doesn't it?
They're basically saying it works just like original Han Solo, where you can re-roll as many as possible. Instead of now, where this came into play, we had this come up, and Brent Wong stuck to his guns, and I applaud him because he said that that First Order Vanguard, it does not say as many as possible, so it's all or nothing, and that's how he was doing it at his system open. And that's just the way it was. Now, fortunately, Zuckuss isn't flying around a lot out there, so it wasn't a huge deal. I saw it more come into play with people who are doing like Palpatine and that title. So now you can palp a die and still be able to reroll all the other ones. There are some people saying is like, oh, other cards that make you reroll defense dice, you can't use the title on. No. This is giving you precedence. First Order Vanguard can reroll as many as possible. It is stating that it is done. Move on. That's the answer. It was put in here a really weird way, but if you read that, that's what it's saying for First Order Vanguard. It is a precedence in there. Move on. So, and it's also putting it in there for Zuckuss, for future things. But we can't see the futures, so whether they did that or not. But yeah, so First Order Vanguard, as many as possible. Done. Move on. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the next one we move on to is Twin Laser
Turret. I
Turret.
swear to God, you're fucking loving this goddamn episode. It's all you, baby. It's all you. I just sit there and say,
"Oh, yeah, it is painful
cool.
For you, isn't it?
This is great. I feel the same way. This is awesome."
You're going to be insufferable in the second half, aren't you?
Oh. No, second half we get a guest, and it's all me. That's the problem with guests on this show. They think it's all about them. No, it's all about me.
The hilarious thing is, I'm sure our guest wants to be on here now.
Well,
like he would rather be here talking about the FAQ.
Oh no! He's gonna have to suffer through whatever. I don't know. We got how many entries do we have left? Like, can't be that many. We're on
only a couple. We're down to the last. Yeah, we're down to the last card, and we're into the general questions, which are fairly simple. So Twin Laser Turret.
Well, wait a minute. Time out. Can we cut him in now?
He's just gonna call in anytime he wants to.
Well, I mean, we gotta get him for the shit show. Let's do the whole general questions. Let's get him in for that.
Then it can be general questions of the FAQ, not just general questions from the audience.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. You're running this show now.
I'm running it, and you're just keeping on drinking. This is not going to end well.
I am literally, just here for my looks right now.
Don't worry, you will get your moment.
I'm here for the mustache, baby. Mustache. Go ahead, Chico.
Your mustache game is as strong as your FAQ game. Get wrecked.
Don't you be using none of that dirty language on our fucking podcast. Whatever. It's over 9,000. It's over 9,000.
Okay, so Twin Laser Turret, all of the stuff that says after performing an attack happens after both of them are done. Done. I feel like that was known, but evidently somebody was arguing it. if you have a ship that's equipped with multiple bombs, can you launch or otherwise place more than one bomb in a round? No! 1 bomb per round. We knew this. Come on. Does launching a bomb or otherwise placing a bomb in the play area count as dropping a bomb? No! So it doesn't trigger things like Death Rain. Rest in peace, my brother. Poor freaking TIE
I'll bring
Punishers.
him back. I'll bring him
Like,
back.
Redline got nerfed. Death Rain got nerfed.
It's fine. He'll
Poor
be
guys.
back. Don't worry about it. All I
So-
need is that Imperial card that lets me like fucking do double damage if I roll focuses with all bombs.
Sure.
It'll be sweet.
Can you recover shields beyond its? Can a ship recover shields beyond its shield value? No. Go listen to the song. It's in there.
When you're done with this, I have something
I feel
need
like
to do.
the song needs to be the commercial. Like
No!
the judging song
Are
needs
you-
to be the commercial.
No, when you're done with this, I have something I need to do.
Okay, sure. During the combat phase, when does a ship become the active ship? Right before it goes to attack. So that's when it happens. It has to happen. Move on. Now this does come into play for things like if you shoot at a ship like Dengar, if you shoot at him before he activates, then how's that going?
It's going good, baby.
So
it's going good.
So if you shoot at Dengar before he activates and he gets to fire back, then you can't trigger like Fen Rao on the Sheathipede to like knock him down because he hasn't activated yet. You haven't stopped him. So there. When does an effect trigger after attack resolves occur? They called that step 10. So the harpooned condition triggers at step 10, which I think was very weird. I figured after attack resolves was the same as after attacking, but they're creating a new window. So there you go.
New window.
Yep. Scrolling down. What is the speed of a maneuver for a ship? Perform this round if the ship performs multiple maneuvers. So this is people trying to do like double maneuvers and figure out cruise missile. Yeah, additional maneuvers don't change or increase your speed. And it's the maneuver that you executed from revealing your dial or doing an ion thing. So there you go. That is all of it. We got through everything.
Yeah, FAQ. Done. All right.
So much, but there were so many things in this FAQ that I found that were a lot of because we said so that went different than what I assumed they would, and it feels very strange. Like I don't think I've ever had an FAQ that did that many of them. Very weird.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird FAQ. This happens all the time. God damn it.
Okay.
I can't fucking type and not talk at the same time. It just whatever. Yes, this happens all no. Jesus, that's what I just wrote. FAQ. It was awesome. I'm super happy that we had this FAQ.
Yeah, definitely.
It was
They
what
answered a
everyone
lot of
wanted.
questions.
It was what everyone wanted.
They listened to the community of other stuff that we needed. Awesome.
I was in anguish, actually. I was literally sickened because of how the whole weekend played out. I know a lot of these people. I'm super fucking famous, so I know like a lot of these people that are doing all this stuff, and they know me because I'm super fucking famous. And at one point, it kind of made me angry, and then I had to roll it back. I had to roll it back, and I had to look at the silver lining, and it was like, okay, obviously everything's gonna work out. Because that's how my life is. Everything works out. Apparently. No, not everybody's, but whatever. In X-Wing, everything works out. It may take a while, but it works out. So we all have to just deal with it that way. But I took it as there was a lot of very passionate people about this game. And I had to deal with a lot of shit, a lot of crying and whining and this and that, but that's okay. That's what I'm here for. See these shoulders? They're for crying on. You can cry on Coach's shoulders. Coach will get us through this. And what happened was we got an FAQ. And everything is right in the world. So we all need to just gather around, have a nice little hug. No matter what our differences are, guys, we're pushing fucking little tiny Star Wars spaceships around. We're having fun, rolling dice, we're drinking beer, we're having a good time. That's what it's going to be. But I now need to fulfill Ketch's dream right now. Is I'm going to sing on air.
Oh, God.
So deal with it. Take it as you want. Chico, take the wheel. Take it from my hands. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So Chico, take the wheel. Take it from my hands. 'Cause I don't know the FAQ like you do.
Glorious.
And now we go to commercial edit. Catch? Fuck you. That was for you, buddy. That was all for you. Who just logged on now? That you?
That was my.
So you can
my
mute
main
me?
computer. No. But good idea. Oh, okay. Now let me get off there.
I love you guys too. No, Catch was like, so when are we going to hear Chico sing? I'm like, probably not on the air. But I, weirdly, somebody mentioned on the chat, like, Chico, take the wheel. I was like, fuck that. I can totally do that.
Nice.
Oh, no. Montana will not edit that out. Like, he's not going to edit it out per se. He's probably just going to edit it till the end to make all the plebes like. Lately, we've been like lacking on the end of our episodes. Usually, we mix in all the fun stuff, but I don't know. This producer tag, he's going to have to start working for it.
So Brent is trying to log in. He said he was going to the link and it was saying that we were off the air.
Chris?
What?
Wow, that's the first time I think I've called you Chris. This is weird. I take it back. I don't mean it. Chico, if you go up to your invite people.
I don't have an invite people. You do.
In the
You're the main
Hangouts.
guy.
In the Hangouts.
Yeah, I don't have one. The main screen does. That's why I logged in on my other computer and did it.
Sorry. Then send me, over OCX Radio, send me his email and I'll invite him. That seems to be the only way this is going to happen, which is bullshit. Facebook, fuck you. Fuck you, Facebook. Fuck you. Crap.
Let me grab his email.
Yeah. Because I can easily... Wait, is he friends with me? Nope. Definitely not friends with me. He should be. Because I'm super famous.
So
no, Kiefer, we're talking about Brett Huang. You got the wrong guy. Brent Wong is not correct. We're talking about Brett Huang.
Oh, wait, no, stop! Don't use that one.
Nope, I'm not going to use that one.
Shit! What the fuck is it?
Oh my god! What the fuck is going on here? You're sending me nudie pics of your penis. This is wrong. Stop doing that.
There. Invite that.
There we go. All right. B.
Don't do not.
Oh, that didn't take you long, did it?
Jesus.
Oh, how funny would that be? Oh, shit. Apparently, I did know him. I think. I don't know. Oh, dear God, Coach nearly dogs Brett. I know. It's why I'm not in charge of technology. It's bad.
Well, everybody needs his email so that they can send him money for Crate Cup. Jeez. Coach, if you finish that glass, this is gonna be a bad podcast.
I got a little bit left. I got a little bit left too. Oh, this is definitely gonna be gone. I finished.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
finished fucking 3 of these the last podcast. It was insane.
Oh boy.
Oh, I hope I got
good
his
times.
email right. All right, it's pee break for me. Sorry.
Okay, so he's got his thing off. Anybody actually want some more content before he gets back on here? Anybody got any questions or anything? Shit. Fucking hell. Ooh. Go ahead, Robert. Ask the damn question. Let's see what you got. What? Coach, he said try again. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. 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 Still can't hear you. I'm just gonna keep saying it even if I can. Okay. Join SM. Add.
Did you hear that weird annoying noise when I plugged it in?
No. Hey, Brad!
Brett Wong!
How's it going, guys?
I have to go to the bathroom,
Well,
so I'll be right back.
Okay,
We are in commercial break.
cool.
Yeah, we're in commercial break, so say whatever the fuck you want. This is all going to be edited out.
Okay.
But I have to pee and go grab some fresh air.
Cool.
So like while we're on commercial break, I'm kind of taking some questions from the peanut gallery. They want to know, will I be judging at Indy? No, I'm not judging at Indy. I'm playing Mark Moriarty.
Fuck, Chico.
What?
You're saying that there was no whining noise, right?
No whining noise. You're fine.
All right.
God, I hope there's no whining noise. I can mute him if I have to. All right. I won't be judging at Indy. Mark Moriarty is judging there. He's a great artist, good player. I don't know how he judges. Hopefully he's good. He helped out with what was the Crossroad Classics. He helped out with that. So hopefully he'll do well. And then also the store owner and one of the other people from the store is also judging, which terrifies me. Because store owners are usually not great at those things, except for
Great
Coach.
success.
Yeah. So we'll see. What else do we got? Somebody said, if you did a podcast on your own, it would be my favorite. Yeah. Don't say that while Coach is here. How does Finn and Hotshot work? I don't know. Haven't thought about it. Finn. Let's see what Finn says. Finn is the whole add a blank. Yeah, if you add a blank result and Hotshot Copilot or Hotshot Copilot or Hotshot Blaster. Define yourself, people.
I bet you they're talking about Hot Cop.
Well, if it was Hotshot Copilot, then who cares?
Right.
And even Hotshot Blaster, like, again, who cares? As long as you're inside the arc, you can use Finn, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Finn?
It just adds a blank and you can't do anything with it.
Or maybe they meant Fen and not Finn.
Finn Rao?
Yeah, like
the black.
So a lot of people are running the Sheathapede Fen Rao with
yeah, it's supposed to be pretty
with
good.
Hotshot Copilot. Yeah. Because you basically take away somebody's focus, and then you also tell another one, haha, you can't do anything. Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, there's a lot of people in Chicago. It did really well up there. The Ghost with Fen, and using Hotshot Copilot in that. It was a pretty solid combo.
So I've actually never listened to this show. Is it all QA, or did I just join in on the QA?
You can just jump in. No. Is it all questions and answers? No. We have we're actually broadcasting live on YouTube.
Cool.
So there's people who are actually watching. We have 20 viewers, and they can just randomly ask questions.
So are any of these people going to Crate Cup?
Yeah, I don't know. Because you are doing amazing things with that. I am so sad I'm not going to be there.
If you're going to Crate Cup, I will be accepting bribes. It is not a joke.
Yeah. And you need to crank up your volume just a tad if you can.
Is that better?
Yes. Though we get the Zach Matthews view of your forehead now.
How about that?
It's not bad. You're just naturally a quiet-ish person.
Yeah, I don't have. Oh, I will try to project more. Is that better?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. So I'm in a hotel with paper-thin walls, and I'm trying not to be super loud.
Well, share the glories of X-Wing to your neighbors. Oh, so are you at Crate Cup now?
No, I don't leave until Friday after work. Actually, I don't have to go to work Friday. So this week I'm in Galveston, Texas, working a conference, and I just got off of a 17-hour day.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good time.
Yeah. And apparently I like X-Wing so much that I decided to, do more work before I have to be back at work at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh, you're insane.
Whatever. It'll be fine.
Yeah. That's how I do it. I mean, I'm probably gonna be, doing this until whatever hour we finally cut off Coach, and then we'll hopefully get some sleep before work tomorrow. But I brought my laptop home, so I got
me for about 30 minutes. Yeah.
All right. We'll tell Coach to hurry up then.
Just left. So who all is here? It's you, me, and I don't think I know who Coach is.
Coach is he owns a store out in Iowa.
Chris.
And
cool.
What is his name? Oh, Aaron Kroll. So, he was at Worlds last year, along with a whole bunch of other people. Oh, you locked. Did I lose you? Did we lose Brent? Oh no. Oh no, there you
Probably
are.
never met him then, unless he's been to Worlds.
He has been to Worlds.
Oh, then I might have met him. So did we go?
I'm losing you, Brent. Losing you.
Hang on. Any better? Any better?
Well, yeah. I mean, I can hear you.
Okay. So, did you guys already go over the shit show that was last week? And can I say things like shit show?
Yes. So I'm 2 beers in, and Coach has killed like half a bottle of whiskey. So yeah, it's that kind of show.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, you can pretty much say whatever you want to. Uh, yeah, we went over the chaos of last week, ran down the FAQ. So go ahead and give us your opinion.
So from a player standpoint, all those changes needed to happen, and I agree with them 100%. From a judge perspective, and from what Sozin said, since apparently we're part of the judge Illuminati,
Whatever that
we
is.
couldn't make those decisions, right? I mean, if we'd had a document from with FFG signature, or from at fantasyflightgames.com, or from at asmodayna.com, sure, more than happy to do this for you. But until that happens, or until I speak to them personally, I'm not changing those things, because we need consistency throughout each tournament. So,
All right. Brent,
yeah.
I'm gonna cut you off right here. I'm gonna officially welcome you to the OCX Radio podcast.
Thank you.
I am super glad that you made time to come on. I know
Cool.
I know you had some secret society member get you on here, but that's okay. We don't mention them at all. Zero mention. We don't even know what that is. First of all, I have seen you all the time. I'm super glad that I get to meet you now. I've seen you at probably every Gen Con.
I've only been to one.
What?
Yeah, I've only been to one.
Then it must. What?
Maybe it's some other guy that looks like me. Apparently, he
There's
thinks all
no.
Asians look the same.
I'm pretty sure I've seen you. I mean, I know you all Asians look alike, but I'm pretty sure I would recognize you out of a crowd of Asians.
Maybe Worlds?
Worlds last year was my first year because I finally got a ticket.
Yeah.
That could have been it.
Yeah.
Do you do the FFG regionals?
No, because I live in Texas.
Oh fuck. No, then. Dilly, you live in Texas, by the way. So I don't know if Chico has clued you into what we're all about, but I hope you have an alcoholic drink next to you.
I don't. I'm getting off the flu, and I'm hopped up on drugs, and I've just got back from a 17-hour day at work.
Okay.
Hopped up on drugs. Good enough.
Just letting you know, Everclear cures all. So.
Yeah, but I also have to be back at work at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
That's fine. They won't know you're on Everclear. So I just want to say welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh no, thank you. This is rare that we have two of the top judges on one podcast, I think. I'm sorry we're not big enough podcast, but maybe now we whatever. Fuck it. Jesus Christ.
This many Illuminati are not allowed to be in one place at the same time.
Brent, I'm hoping that Chico clued you into dealing with me, because I'm usually shit-faced right now, and I'm like almost there. So I ask a lot of stupid questions.
That's okay. There are no stupid questions.
Oh no,
stupid people.
There are stupid questions. Okay, so is everybody ready to come out of commercial break, or are we still answering questions?
Yeah, go for it. If they kept asking questions, I quit reading them. Sorry. Do it in all caps. I'll read it. But just so you know, Coach, we only got about a half hour with Brent because
Okay.
he's actually got to pass out and work.
All right.
And I got to pass out and work, but I'll just half-ass it tomorrow.
You fucking
He can't
half-ass
half-ass
it every Thursday. Let's see. OCX gonna give it to you, everyone. Welcome back to the OCX Radio podcast. It was an awesome commercial break with our dubstep. What? That's what we're gonna give it to you.
It's a great song. And Brent has no idea what you're talking about.
Our new guest has fucking probably no idea what we're talking about because he doesn't listen to our radio podcast show. That's okay because he's above us. He's above. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a hierarchy. We're here. He's here. He's the infamous, never to be fucked with, always to be bribed, Brent Wong.
How's it going, everybody? Always to be bribed, not really true. Definitely at Crate Cup 3, but not at tournaments that are not Crate Cup 3. And just for the record, Crate Cup 3 is happening this Saturday in 2018 and no other time after or before that.
Yeah, it's probably the second best, premier event. I mean, I'm pretty sure FFG regionals are going to be the one to watch. So, but you did open the door, Brent. You did open the door.
Cool.
Which is fine. I totally accept under the table dealings. I'm all about cheating if you're not caught. But if you're caught,
if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
If you're not cheating, you don't. Jesus Christ, man after my own heart. You're not cheating. You're not trying. Dilly.
I am so excited to see how this weekend goes. Like, you better make some money. Like, it better happen.
But
Brent,
I'm not.
Tell us a little about yourself first of all.
So my name's Brent. I live in Houston, Texas. I am a federal contractor. So me getting drunk with you guys and then showing up to work tomorrow drunk will be a misuse of your tax dollars. So I try not to do that.
That's fine.
I've been playing the game of X-Wing since 2013. I'm primarily a Rebel player. And if you ask my buddy Daniel Castellasi, I am both the best and worst player of X-Wing that there has ever been. He's seen me play absolute brilliant games of X-Wing, and then he's seen me play things where he's just wondering if I have brain damage.
That's awesome.
All right, So what we're going to do now that we have you on, I'm going to let you vent. Now, this was going to be the everything is going to be all right episode, and it was nothing but positive waves.
Sure.
But I feel like no one's really reached out to you to just fucking just give the middle finger at everyone. So I'm going to we're going to fucking Birmingham Barons this shit. You get 5 minutes to just go off. Fuck it.
I don't really need 5 minutes.
Do it.
So I'm actually really disappointed in the X-Wing community after what went down last week. I get it. I am also a player. And as a player, yes, seeing some of the interactions that we were seeing sucked. And I thought that they needed to be changed. I saw what everybody was saying about the Vanguard title and Zeklis, or Vanguard title and Palpatine. Well, yeah, I should be able to roll less than all dice. But guess what? From a judge, I can't just make arbitrary decisions. Vanguard title did not say roll all minus X dice. It said roll all dice. So, unless I get...
And you held your freaking ground on that, which was impressive.
Right. So, I talked it over with lots of other judges, and everybody's like, no, it should be all minus X. Like, well, it doesn't say that. And since I have an event coming up, it's being this way. I'm like, well, what about Han as precedence? Han says on the damn card, as many dice as possible, or something very similar to that. I don't have the damn card in front of me. So when I am judging a high level event, just like when Chris is judging a high level event and Ian Hamp is judging a high level event, we have to at least try to maintain some type of consistency and have some type of logic behind the rulings that we make. Because if we're inconsistent or if it seems like we're just making arbitrary rules, things become unfun for the players that we are trying to host a tournament for. With that being said, when we've made a decision, bitching at us about it is not going to get us to change our minds. In fact, it's probably going to get us to dig our heels in even harder until we get some type of concrete evidence. So I guess all I'm just trying to say is get off our fucking backs because we're trying to make a better event for you. Because trust me, even though I do get paid to do these events, it's peanuts. It doesn't really cover the cost of my lodging. It doesn't cover the cost of my travel unless I'm driving. So you guys need to chill the fuck down. And that's all I got.
Well said. Well said.
Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Now that I got two premier motherfucking judges, what is fun and what is unfun?
God. Well, I mean, we're playing a game, and like everybody wants to win, and there's a lot of people that losing is unfun. And then there's also a bracket of people that are okay with losing as long as they lost in an honorable way.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Right? It's like firing arcs. Duh.
My firing arcs.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely agree. It's like I feel better walking away from a game going, "Wow, that dude outflew me and whooped my ass," than I do going, "Damn, I sat down across from that list and I knew I was dead." I get that, but guess what? In this game, there are counters, and then there's some lists that are just fucking better. You got to deal with it.
Yeah, I really enjoy interacting with players, especially at really large tournaments, players that come from different locales, Mexico, Europe. Actually, what was really cool at PAC South is that the three Mexicans that traveled together, they all received invitations to Coruscant. It was super cool.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
What I don't like are players who know the game well, who have also received a reputation for doing shady shit. Come on, dude. It's a fucking game. You really don't need to cheat at this game. If you're not good, well, okay. If you lose, no big deal. But quit trying to, I don't know, accidentally sleight of hand some fucking token so you can get one up on your other player. That ain't cool. That's what I dislike about the game.
Okay, now the ultimate question is, if something is a negative play experience, but is winning all the tournaments, we've experienced this many times. No, that's the wrong way to ask this. Was Nim Miranda, excuse me, was Nim Miranda on the level of Paratani and Dengaroo?
Oh, definitely. It was like it is like they nicknamed it Final Form.
Okay.
Because it has so many good things like bomb dropping, bomb launching, TLT, harpoons, rebel regen. I mean, just all of the things that you're like, what's really good in this game? Slam it all into one list? Damn.
I agree. But it was 1 week of regional results, right? It was 1 week.
It won its fair number. It did. Definitely did. Not just that 1 week, but it won a fair bit the next week. So like it was damn good.
But what I'm saying is, how many system opens / regionals did Paratani win before they finally fixed it?
Oh yeah, that and like jump boats, they crushed things for a long while.
what I'm saying is, did they jump the gun, or was it a necessary? I mean, I'm asking you judges. I know the answer, but I want to ask: was this ruling quick enough, or was it too late?
I don't think it was too
I think it's
late.
just fine where it is.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
I
Brent.
mean, they moved very quickly on this. I don't think it was too late. I think the amount of time for the jump masters was excessive. I mean, we waited a very long time for that FAQ to come out. Pro tip, we didn't fucking deserve to know. That's probably why it took so fucking long, because some asshole decided we deserve to know.
Yeah, definitely. Like, say, same with like Biggs getting nerfed. Man, how long did it take us for Biggs to get nerfed? And it's not like he was getting like significantly more powerful. I guess ships around him were making him more powerful, but
Lowrick broke
damn,
the back.
it's like
Lowrick broke the
yeah.
back.
But man, how long did Biggs just dominate the Rebels? And like
Okay.
and like finally got rid of him.
Here's my second question for you both. I feel like the conversation between you guys and FFG is getting better. Maybe.
It definitely seems like
can't
it.
comment on
that. Yeah. I mean, it's how do I comment on things like?
Well, let's go with the whole. Okay, they have obviously given up their system opens to Cascade Games. Right?
Right.
So there's a head guy at Cascade Games. And he has obviously been in contact with you guys.
Yeah, because like when all this went down, we all had to get together and go, what the hell are we going to do with these system opens? And we had our ruling. We decided, okay, we're sticking with this and we're going with it. But it is nice that we've had conversations with people to like try to like I talk with Wade Pache, and he takes information from us, and I'm sure he relays that stuff out to OP and the devs, trying to let them know, is like, because X-Wing is still his baby for OP. He takes information from people he talks to, and gives it out to those devs to help make things better in there. So, there's definitely lines of communication, and I feel like some of those are being done better now. There are some lines of communication that I wish were there but aren't. And that's as far as I can go into that, but they obviously have listened here, because like this FAQ that came out, like I said it earlier, is like there's no way that that Kyle puts out that email knowing that an FAQ is going to come out on Monday. He's like, yeah, he puts that out because it's like, oh crap, I got to get something out before my regionals, which is this upcoming weekend, and I know I'm not going to have an FAQ by then, so I got to deal with this. But then Fire and Brimstone happened, so Fantasy Flight saw the chaos, and we were able to get the FAQ, and that's great. So obviously they're like, it seems like they're paying attention, and that's good.
All right, you judges have enough time. That's fucking, you guys are done. Off to real important shit is my list for regionals, baby.
So we get to trash it now?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Okay, what are you flying?
All right. So I figured Asajj Time Walk is pretty cool, right?
It's a solid list.
It's a solid list.
Asajj,
like double glitter stem
plus anything.
That's pretty sweet. So I am taking Asajj Countermeasures, Shadowcaster title, Lone Wolf, Lots Rozzy, and 2 glitter stems.
Oh,
Now,
you meta-loving bastard.
A lot of people are like, what do you pair with that? Like, usually you go with the meta, and it's like some fucking Arc Dodger and an Aldra or something like that. Nope.
Yeah, Thweek and Adaldra pair well. Dengar pairs well.
Now, see, Thweek really hurts me because I really want to run Thweek. I really do. I really do. But if Time Walk Asajj is so good with 2 glitter stems, wouldn't she be even better with 4 glitter stems?
Oh, god damn it. Are you really running Jabba?
So then we're like, oh shit, we gotta boss this thing up. Put some Jabba the Hutt on there. And then you're like, what do we put with Jabba the Hutt and Bosk? I don't know, maybe a little Boba Fett just to fuck over everyone?
Sure, why not?
With guidance chips, you're definitely gonna get that crit. And then shout out to Montana for putting VI so I can kill Miranda before she kills me. And then for flavor, Harpoon Missile. What the fuck not? Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Have you thought about taking a 50-point bid instead?
No. This is great. I need 4 glitter stems on Asajj. I need it. I fly poorly.
Okay.
So I need. Now, last time I checked, at the start of the combat phase, you may discard this card to receive 1 stress token. So I can do that whenever the fuck I want.
Yep.
Even if I'm stressed.
Yep.
So fuck y'all. Lone Wolf, countermeasures, Lots Rozzy, 4 glitter stems on my Asajj. Yes!
Man, turn 5 is gonna suck for you.
Fuck you, Chris Allen. Nobody's getting fucking token or fucking templates off of me because Asajj will never die.
Oh, somebody on the chat said, well, we can save Chico the trouble of reading the bottom list from Minnesota next week.
And if that's the case, I will totally fucking own up to it. We will pop champagne bottles on my bottom list. But on the way off chance that I win this motherfucking regional,
sure.
I don't even know yet. I haven't even figured out
tattoos for everybody.
What the comeuppance is gonna be. Because if Coach wins a goddamn regional, y'all better fucking look out because it's gonna be
Coach.
It's gonna be shit talking from now on out.
If you win a regionals with Jabba, next event that I'm at with you, dinner and a night of drinking on me.
No, I won't even accept that because that will break your fucking bank account.
Bring it on.
Ooh, Brent, are you in on this one? You gonna be at Gen Con?
I will be at Gen Con, most likely. I work for the government. I have no money.
We'll see you at Worlds.
It's all on.
Brent will bring all of his sweet crate cup money.
Ooh, yeah, no, dude.
I'm
Brent,
donating the crate cup money.
Brent. Are you judging at Worlds?
I have expressed interest in it, yes, but I
Okay,
have not received any word yet.
I'm making this a thing. If there's a judge at Worlds, they drink for free. And believe me, we're OCX.
And
You're
OCX
not
gonna
have
get
a time where we're not drinking. So whenever we're drinking, you're drinking, and it's for free.
Cool. Thanks.
Brent, that's how we roll. I don't
Did you
know
just kill the bottle?
Killed it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but she was a good girl. She got me through a podcast and a half. No,
Well,
Brent,
on
if
that
you're
note-
at Worlds, you gotta. I'm sure you got Chico's number. I'm in charge of the Worlds party, so
Cool. Well, if I'm at
you-
Worlds, which I think I will be, I will definitely hunt you down, and we'll
Now-
share at least a beer.
I'm gonna let you know if you're gonna try to get into the Worlds party. Dion is super fucking serious about this thing, so you come find me or you tell Dion you know me, and I'll get you in.
I think Dion will just let me in because of who I am.
I don't know,
Nice.
man. This is super exclusive.
I mean, if you ask the people in Houston, I'm the fucking king. So,
I'm just fucking kidding with you.
oh, I know.
The Illuminati finds a way.
The way. The Illuminati finds the way.
All right, guys. Well, I got to get up early in the morning, so I'm going to head on out. But thanks for having me on.
Brent, thank you for
Yeah,
coming
good talking
on.
to you, Brent.
All right, later, guys.
Good night. Well, that was fun. I felt like he needed to vent a little bit. Just get a little out there. I know we were going to be a positive episode tonight, but well, you know, shit rolls down hills both ways when it's covered in grass.
What? Okay.
It felt
Yeah,
like
well,
it made...
I mean, there were so many of us judges that we just dropped off the fucking map for a while.
So Ryan right now wants to know what his Naked Hawk rating is for my list.
Like 2.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
There's no
I don't
number.
know,
There's no number. Wreck. Oh.
so
No,
so
that's
that
seriously
boss
what
I
I'm
could
going to run
take
for
down-
regionals.
That Asajj will be a bitch to take down, and
She's going to be
like,
such a
you're gonna
It's going to be great.
and you've got a boss that can hit like a truck.
And guidance chips for the... I'm basically, the idea is you send out Asajj. She can't die. I'm going to strip something off of something. And then boss just rolls up and is like, hey, that harpoon missile you were going to fire? No, it's gone. Boba Fett took that away. I'm trying to find
You
out
can
how
get
I
through
can...
their shields.
Well, that's what Asajj is for. That's Lone Wolf Glitter Stim. I should be able to punch through at least 2 shields on most things. Right?
Okay.
Then you roll up with the boss. He rolls 3 hits and a crit. And he's super awesome.
I thought Bosk
like
was a
that.
higher pilot skill.
He is, but you hold him back until everyone's like damaged.
Okay.
Fuck your Miranda. I'm gonna countermeasures your goddamn target lock on your harpoon from somebody, and then you're left with dealing with a... Yeah, I got it. I'm figuring it.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or I go in 6, and I'm perfectly fine with that too. Then that means I can maybe get my interview in with Alex and Frank. They do know me from not this podcast, but they know me personally. So I have a few questions I have to ask them.
And worst case scenario, you cost Chris Allen a lot of templates.
No. See, this squad is specifically made so that I should never lose a game 100-0. I should kill something. Something. I'm not gonna fucking sling paint this shit. No, that ain't gonna happen. Oh shit! Bad list submission. I got it. No, I don't have it. Fuck. No, wait. I got it somewhere here. What else was on our agenda? I had a bunch
Heather
of
says
stuff.
good morning.
Oh, regional prep. That's what we're going to talk about. No, we're not.
Dude, like we're at midnight. We are at the end.
All right, boys. Sorry. We will do. We'll do regional prep after regional prep's out. No, we have a good list submission left. I think it's from Kiefer, the man Kiefer. No, I didn't read it. Sorry, buddy. Hey, Kiefer, quick, send it to me in the chat. Link it, baby. Link it. No, fuck it. Jesus Christ, we don't have enough time.
No, don't have time to make fun of a list.
Kiefer, you know what? I tell you what, because I'm a nice guy. We didn't get to Kiefer's list, so I'm gonna have Kiefer on for his list next week, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. Boom, Josh Kiefer on next week. So, if you have any bad list submissions, please send them. Oh my God, that's just
that
bad.
is OCX right there.
Excuse them. If you have any bad list submissions, please send them to ocxradio@gmail.com. If you have any comments or suggestions, please send them at ocxgmail.com. I'm going to bust in here and say, hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a part of the OCX Nation, please go ahead and just ask permission to be a part of the OCX Aces Facebook group page. Or you can message me at Aaron Kroll on Facebook. I'm the weird guy with the beer and the flag and the everything. There's a lot of Aaron Krolls out there, but there's no Coach Kroll out there.
There is no other Coach Kroll.
There's no other Coach Kroll. That's true. But message me. We'll get you set up. We'll get you rigged up. Yeah. We're gonna hook you up to the side of a mountain, and we're gonna go spelunking.
Nice.
So I don't know what else. This is usually Montana's thing. So
got any shout outs?
Shout outs. Hey, fuck yes. I got a huge shout out. Huge shout out that everyone should celebrate. TCX hit their 100th episode, guys. 100 episode. Holy fuck. It was a good episode too. They took like questions from everyone and it was great. I feel like it would not be a good idea if OCX Radio took questions on the 100th episode. But hey, we're 40 and climbing or somewhere around there. So on our 100th episode, I will allow questions.
How far we got till 100?
A while.
Oh, okay.
Like at least a year and a half.
Let's ramp it up to like 4 a week. Oh God.
I'm half fucking tempted to do that. I'm like
just so we can be like more bitch.
more 100 in a year, baby. Fuck yeah. No, we can't do that now because literally like Worlds is probably gonna be our 1 year anniversary, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Man, I'm blanking out. What did I congratulate? Oh, TCX. There you go. Good job, Carson and Tim. You are the NPR of X-Wing Radio. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but you got more listeners than us, so fuck it. Peace out, yub nub.
Yub nub. I guess I don't get a shout out. Jerk face.
All right,
Yub
fine.
nub.
Do your goddamn shout out.
I was just gonna shout out all my judge buddies
Shout
out
out.
there.
Shout out to
Hopefully you're
judges
all
everywhere.
taking it easy. Enjoy a cocktail.
Hopefully you're not getting shot at. Hopefully you're getting pampered with Victoria's Secret foot model cream. I don't know.
That
I don't
never
know.
happened.
I'm gone.
Ever.
I'm gone now. I'm done.
Yep.
I love you, YouTube chat. I love you.
Good times. Yub nub. Oh, fuck, I don't want to work tomorrow.
You know what the fun thing is about sometimes I want to go by and read the chat, but sometimes I'm like, I'm too drunk and don't care. But it's not.
I tried to earlier, but
The
I
cold hot dog! Oh shit, I never asked if Kyle was coming this weekend. I love you too, Catch. What list? The cold hot dog list. The cold hot dog. Oh, I never mentioned that we. Oh wait. Oh, we're still live. Fuck, we're still live. Jesus Christ. We're not doing meta versus meh tomorrow night. Sorry. Do we do meta versus meh? I tell you what. Meta versus Matt is on hiatus right now. I will let you know tomorrow night if we do. Basically,
maybe I'll just come on and find somebody on Vassal and just troll.
Well, basically because the camera is shitty. It is shitty. I mean, I thought it was gonna be better camera, but it's not. It's just not. Shitty fucking camera.
The first one we did wasn't awful. I don't know what the second one was.
What happened with the second one then? Is it because I went to XSplit?
Maybe the computer just wasn't processing it well enough, or
I don't have a better
or the internet connection was having issues.
I tell you what, if we're gonna do it tomorrow night, it's gonna be my list versus probably Kyle's list, which is fine, but it'll be a meh. It'd be meh.
Do you really want to give away the secret of Jabba the Hutt that early?
It's no, I don't care, because this episode's not gonna air until fucking Monday, Tuesday. So, Coach, more light, really more light. Well, I'm okay. I'm taking this out of context because we'll be too hungover. True, Coach will be too hungover. Yes, true. It falls over him pissing myself. If he falls over pissing, Lance, no. I'm pissed myself since 2008.
I was wondering what year that was going to be. I was like,
it was 2008. I remember I was very publicly pissed myself too. It was bad.
I don't feel like that. Like that's either something that you're so drunk you don't remember, or if you even remember it a little bit, you remember.
Oh no, I remember that a lot. It was in Florida at the Grand Station Hotel, or not Grand Station Hotel, Grand Station Bar in downtown Orlando. And we actually had a show going on, and I drank a little too much tequila, and a friend of mine thought it'd be funny to tickle me, and I don't know why he thought it would be funny to tickle me, but I laughed so fucking hard I peed myself.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
And like a man, I went up on stage and I said I peed myself, and totally got the opposite reaction. Everyone thought it was funny and laughed. Not like,
there you go.
ah, you're an idiot, laugh. Like, ha, get your fucking ass back on the harmonica and play us another song, laugh. So I played a song, and then I was like, nope, I am wet. I need to go home. And then we ended up going to like 2 other bars.
Right, yep.
Florida was bad. Don't go to Florida. We're gonna end this.
Ryan Staniszewski has declared it new bounty. Tickle drunk coach at the World's Party.
Oh fuck no! That will be bad for everyone.
Yep. Get coach to piss himself, and I'll send you templates. I don't know how it'll work, but I'll do it.
It's cool to piss yourself. It's true. It is cool to piss yourself when you don't have any control over pissing or not. Voluntarily, no, it's not cool, but you guys are the worst. That's why I love you. We're ending this shit. God damn it. All right. Hopefully this was a good show. I don't know if it was or not.
Good enough.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Yep.
OCX doesn't have a very high standard. Good night, boys. Good night, girls. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
And Twi'leks.
And Twi'leks. It's the week!
Ah!
Ah! Fuck you all.